and welcome back to a personal code of conduct coming to you live from our usual noisy apartment facing the road and nothing to offer to general society and with our shitty bad audio. Well, here we are. Wait, is it raining? It better not be raining, no. I don't know, man, but like it's another Monday. Sunday has ended, and I think I find myself like actively recording these things when I should be going to bed. I'm so energetic because I haven't run anywhere and I have nothing to offer society, but I'm alive. Fortunately, unfortunately, indifferent. I don't know how to feel about that. I exist, so there's that. So how was my week prior? My week prior was it was other than like the sitting for hours in traffic. It was relaxed because I wasn't like tensed about projects. I wasn't tensed about this or doing that or doing those. I was kind of relaxed. I was a vibe. I was a motherfucking vibe. Da 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 da. A vibe, a vibe, a vibe, a vibe. I was a vibe. I was a vibe. And I think, and maybe like I have gotten some of my exploratory data analysis like confidence, says girl who only went and reread like the pandas documentation, hasn't actually done any projects because she's still like perusing a bunch of stuff and deciding like I want something applicable, something that I'm probably that's going to make me money, not just I'm doing something to look good in my resume. Ooh, look at me, I know how to copy something on Kaggle and do like an image detection. I'm like, no, I want to collect data and do things like my data collection things has been mostly on SQL and like a bit of minor API consumption from random websites and places on the internet, because I wouldn't even call it a web script because I've just been looking at like websites that have public APIs and been getting their stuff, and I was like, no, I want to do a project, like consistently learn something that will make me money, preferably dollars, because like fuck, which means that is going to have to get serious about like freelancing, like maybe like get an initial start of dollars. I think I started thinking about it because I was like, it's time for me to like renew my annual rent. In my country it's an annual rent, meaning, and I'm like, I need a bigger space. I could afford a bigger space, it's just as good as it hits me more than this, and I was like, I won't keep all the money to myself, but like I want space, and to get space I need money. To get space, I need money. Or I want to just move back home and renovate my childhood home so I could just have access to a freaking washing machine, That kind of vibe. But here I am existing. Being a vibe. I don't know, man. I just sneezed into the mic. I'm just here like on a regular Sunday having nothing, because I remember like on Monday, like every Monday I'm always like, I have this to write and that to write, and things like I am very much an adult now, and I'm thinking I have all of November, because I'm no longer counting October. I'm no longer be like, oh my god, it's a quarter to the end of the year, quarter till I'm 25. Well, it's no longer a quarter, fuck you, it's like 2 months. And I realized this is nothing like when I was in school, when first term used to be like forever, and first term was just like 4 months. Like no, first time was a quarter. It was like it started like second week of September, ended second week of December. So like first term was a quarter, like different quarters across 9 months. That's how we lived our lives. And right now I have just gone through many quarters so fast, and I'm like, if I had locked my hair I would have had long locks, but I did not. So yeah, I'm thinking, should I start a hair journey? But I've gotten so used to like what's the word? Washing my hair every time it catches my fancy. I do not wash my hair every day. I just wash my hair when it feels filthy. But like anytime it catches my fancy, and I especially now I'm like, I want to go back to exercising and all that shit. If I had locks I would be doing that, but I would be exercising and what's the word? Washing my hair constantly, because apparently the dryness helps your hair lock better. See me saying random information that will help nobody. Wait, what the fuck? Am I okay? I'm so scared. I thought I was connected to an earpiece, and I'm like, then you wouldn't be able to hear me at all. I don't know, man. What words of wisdom? What is Dayo's current personal code of conduct? The thing is, I'm currently in a state where I say I'll do things. I do them, but it's not up to the standard or quality that I'm proud of myself. It's not like, oh, I have a certain checklist of things I ought to have checked. I have other things that I should have gone through, other important things that would have like been able to help me review, to see things and be like, oh yeah, you should do this, you should do that, you should decide, okay, this is what we are doing, this is where we're getting to, how are we going to get everything ready, how are we going to get everything ready. I'm trying to see if a work project is here. Yeah, isn't it? Oh fuck, I was so scared. I don't know, man. NHK World Japan. You can obviously see I'm reading off something and that was fucking weird. But it's to decide, okay, this is what it is. What is it that you want to do? Like, how is it that you want to structure yourself? Where is it that you want to build? That kind of thing. What do you want to know? Where do you want to be? What do you want to know? And how do you want to offer things to yourself? Let me go and check like other things I've structured myself around and said, okay, just to like have peace of mind and be like, yeah, this stuff is still here. And now hear that, oh no, it has collapsed, my life savings is gone, yada yada yada. I don't know, man. I don't know. Swear to God, I don't know. Why am I just being quiet and wasting space, man? Why am I just being quiet and wasting space? Everything is ooh. They finally blown! Oh my god! How many times does this go? Wow, 8.8 in 6 months, sold out. But like, they finally got in, and I'm like, oh my god, really? They finally have things that are worth it. And I'm like, should I? Should I? Wow, finally. Wow, this is cool. This is freaking cool. Really? This is cool. I'm proud of them. They've just I think I should really look into these people though. It looks good. I don't know, man. That was like me being off point and not offering anything to society. Why the fuck do I still have this PUBG app uninstall? Yeah, it just came up and I was like, I should uninstall PUBG. Meet or Rage. Wait, what the fuck is that? Google Workspace. I'm just going through my phone because like I'm trying to buy through time and having nothing. Oh yeah, let me be like, oh yeah, I got really fucking distracted, but like I think I know where I was, but now I know it back. Okay. I was like, what is my current personal code of conduct? My current personal code of conduct, how I find myself, this is not something that I've actively I'm proud of myself for like I won't say isolating myself, but like putting myself in a situation where I'm well regulated. I don't like pass my boundary. I don't like put myself into other people's space, make them feel uncomfortable. But I'm also able to stand my ground. Because I remember there was this like period throughout the whole podcast where I was like, I don't like being around this person. They make me feel miserable. Yada yada yada. But the thing is that you guys, it wasn't really the person. It was understanding that like you and this person would probably never mesh. And when you realize there's a good amount of separation between two of you, you now realize, oh, we work well together as a team when like and nobody's attempting to be like one seriously tight-knit group that does everything together, because like you're not at work to make friends, you're there to work with people. And a lot of people like exhibit this boundary so fluid and naturally. But certainly some people, I'm calling out myself. Some people are like, okay, if we're going to be a tight-knit group, we're going to plan things together, we're going to build things together. And it's like, but things can work without you being that tight-knit. And that is fine. And it also puts you, when somebody notices that aspect of it, and I've been able to shirk that aspect of my personality. I don't know whether it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. No, I think it's a good thing because it's like it allows you to understand that, okay, this is not like appropriate for the time and place and whatever. But I noticed that when people who are, I won't call them master manipulators, people who are more emotionally intelligent and intend to use that like ability that they have about themselves to get what they want. Well, then again, that is the whole point of emotional intelligence. It's just that some people, it's not necessarily, I don't think it's ever coming from a place of maliciousness. It's just, actually, I think it's okay. Sometimes it's like, it's just, sometimes it's not necessarily testing people's boundaries. Sometimes you're going to emotionally intelligent people go around testing people's boundaries to just push them over the edge of slightly things that ordinarily they'd be very uncomfortable with. And that's like manipulative, emotionally intelligent people. I think like emotionally intelligent people normally, even when they are doing things, because the whole point is that you're trying to have your way, they understand that, okay, once they've hit somebody's boundary, or even though the person doesn't recognize their own boundaries, they're not going to push it. They're not going to make the person uncomfortable, and the person have to like guilt trip the person into making his decisions. Anyway, before I ranted off as to like the different kinds of emotionally intelligent people, brought to you by, I don't know, trust me, bro. It's not any random paper, so you just know that my information source is trust me, bro. You find people who understand that, oh, you want to build like an energetic, tight-knit like situation around you, they latch onto that and they try to take advantage of it, try to make you take on responsibilities that you are not ready for. But I think understanding that I'm not ready for it, but also like being able to outline and pace myself, which is something that I constantly feel like I'm not doing enough work, which is silly. You need to be able to pace yourself and decide, okay, this is important to learning. And I think I have come a very long way into achieving the things I want. And that thing, I don't think I'm able to. I miss GS3 that I was able to sit down and like read a textbook from front to back. But what was I learning? It wasn't really that much to learn. But like I miss, but I was still able, in GS3 that I was able to read advanced mathematics for the most part, understand permutations, understand the YDX and all that stuff. But like, so it was like even dry subjects was fascinating to GS3 that I did not have TV or internet, any of those things. I think YouTube is the problem. Yes, YouTube is definitely the fucking problem. Yeah, this YouTube is the problem. I would have been able to read a textbook from back to front, said the girl who reads documentation when in her spare time. But then again, my job requires I read documentation. And again, I should be writing documentation. And now I keep on saying that, oh yeah, so many projects. And like now that like I have like relative lag between projects, relative is like things between projects, like there are still projects ongoing, but I should be writing documentation, but I'm not. But seriously, on Monday I'm going to seriously have like a full-length documentation, well-formatted documents on things that Dayo has built, so with like images, with like, but then again it means I have to this is the advantage of having documented commenting on your code as you write. It's like I've literally seen somebody write like doing an API build, and that code, like I didn't even understand the language they were writing, but I could read it like because I don't write C++, I write Python, I write SQL, I write simple languages generally. I do not write R, but like, and the person was writing C, or I don't know whether it was C or Objective-C, I don't know, but the person was writing one of the C's. I think it was C++ on the .NET infrastructure. But like, even though I didn't understand shit in the language, it was so well written and well commented that I understood everything. I was like, fuck, if I knew C, I could probably debug that shit, like if anything went wrong. I was like, wow, I want to be like you when I grow up. Maybe I should make this the heading. So I'm like, ooh, technology. Dayo works with people who code in C++ or something. Actually, I know it was one of the C's. I do remember where. Oh yeah, I said I was going to write like a master documentation for everything I've ever done, because I feel like if I'm serious about like getting to the next level, and not wanting to put somebody in a position where, oh, okay, this is what uses what, this is what is connected to what. I want to have, like, just for peace of mind's sake, maybe have like user documentations and have like, even if nobody uses it, like, use it, do it for your peace of mind. Like, even if nobody uses it, Dayo, do it for your peace of mind. And maybe like get to a point where, like, okay, this is how we always do it for your peace of mind. Do like an infrastructure structure, like properly understand what you do, which is something I need to properly sit down and understand the data modeling on my dashboards, because I learned like so many things about data modeling and DAX and relationship between, and tabular modeling in general, like with all my work on like DAX and SQL, that I'm like, what? And I'm like, Dayo, you should have learned this thing in actual order, like properly, not just like, oh, I have to get this thing done and I'm just going to do it. But then again, I like the satisfaction of completing a project, even though I don't know what the fuck I was doing, which is like, fuck. That is nonsense. Oh, I don't know, man. But I need to sit down and properly document everything I've ever done. And I think I'd probably be proud of myself and maybe do like simple one pagers, like just get a one and focus just on design. Yeah, just pretty designs. Yeah, just focus on doing pretty designs and changing core schemes and doing pretty design and finding random simple data sets and doing visualizations. Ooh, maybe you should like convert like cargo stuff like exploratory analysis, but like make it a dashboard. It'd be so cute. Anyways, we were looking at Dayo as an adult. What is happening? You know, like, this is how I'm going to hit 30 minutes and not actually answer the question of like properly outlining what my personal code of conduct is at present. Okay, how I live my life is I wake up kind of like with a sunken chest, like not like sunken chest, like, you know, that hard dropped feeling, like, boom, I'm awake. And I'm not particularly happy about it. But sometimes, like some really rare occasions, I wake up, I'm like, I'm just happy to be awake. But like, those situations are incredibly rare. But like, I cherish those days when they happen. Like, I really genuinely cherish those days when they happen. Oh my god, I'm yawning. And I said I wanted to go and buy like canned milk. I'm actually not hungry. I should just eat it raw. You know? Like, by raw I meant like cereal, just straight up out of the bag. I'm not hungry, I just want to eat. And I think understanding that, I'm just like, oh, I'm not really hungry, I just have the munchies. And constantly worrying that she's not fit enough, then over-exercising and under-exercising. Then you just go and pay for a gym membership. Like, seriously, just go and pay for it. Just freaking go and pay for your gym membership. Seriously, just go and pay for it. Just go and pay for your gym membership. Just go and pay for it. And then properly save. I remember like in June, I can't believe it's almost 6 months. It's practically almost 6 months. Even if it's like, it's basically 6 months. I'm not even counting this year as existing anymore, because everybody in the Ember months, everybody's all like, oh my god, I can't believe it's the last quarter. Okay, it's not even like last 4 months, because it's never, because when it reaches September, they're like, welcome to the Ember months. It's like, well, they're like, oh yeah, we reached the end of the year. This is the last leg. Oh my god, what the fuck have I done? Not much. Like, I'm not where I wanted to be by the end of this year. But I think out of the 3 people I tried to rope into like getting busy, building things, going far, getting things done, one person has been able to get to like where he wanted to be, and I'm actually really happy for the dude. Which is weird. I was like, I remember like last year where I was like, oh, I'm probably going to ask somebody and feel stable and like things. Oh fuck! And I'm still a gross human, like in my side, being like, it's like, at first I was like, oh, I'm postponing this to next year, and I was like, oh god, like, and by December I was like, by March I'll be stable and I'll make this decision. Then I spoke to the person. The person had like completely different life plans for me. I was like, oh cool. So like that went through. But then again, I would have like pursued it and be like, okay, if I felt stable, and then like try to work to something else, but I did not feel stable. So I was like, Now it's like, it's not like I'm not stable and I'm like, oh, okay, this is like 3 or 4 years into the future before I even remotely think about it. And I think it's going one day at a time. But I need like an end goal in sight. I need to decide, okay, yeah, I need an end goal in sight. Because I feel a lot of people, I started serious, like, but I have derailed. And a lot of people who started after me have gone beyond me. And it's like, okay, wanting to improve the technical expertise, because like a lot of people are going to, oh yeah, they can give like insights, maybe business people talk about this, talk about that. But like, I want to properly be able to answer questions and to decide, okay, this is what we want, this is how we're getting there, this is how the solution will be, this is how the structure will be, and like actually have the technical know-how to back it. Because I feel like, yes, like the business is very important. Yes, like when there's a layoff, is usually the highly super edge case technical people they get rid of to like save cost. But I feel like a lot of people don't give themselves enough credit in their ability to communicate, in their ability to do a lot of these things. Like, yes, those things are important, but most people can do them, but that doesn't make it any less special. I think it's like communication and analysis and understanding is a very important human skill that a lot more people are capable of than the drone back-end technical yada yada work. It's actually not as important, but a lot less people are capable of it, which makes it valuable and which makes it like less of a competition. And I'm like, I need both. I need those like really advanced, like, oh, maybe ML engineering skills, just to feel like a sense of like, oh, okay, like earning stability, but not necessarily job stability, because it's your analytic skills, your ability to present a topic, speak to people, get like understand, like translate from business to numbers, understand how to move something forward. That is the most important skill that guarantees job security, but it doesn't necessarily guarantee like the accumulation of wealth. But I feel like that is like when you're related to business people. But for the purposes of investing, I feel like you need to be able to balance it too, but balance it too for yourself. Set the girl that I think I don't even know what all sorts of journey, but then again, I know that without question, if I have more than enough space, that I keep saying like hypotheticals, but I should get more than enough space. I want to learn how to draw. I need to know how to draw. I need to. I know it's like I've been mentoring for like since SS2, but I feel like if I earn like good enough in dollars, I'd be able to pay an art teacher. I not to paint, like to really draw, maybe, and get like an iPad and do proper appropriate drawings and drawing bodies and vibes and energies and poses and prettiness. And the thing is, I'm obsessed with expression, but that's by the way, that is a hobby I really want, because there are people I want to be able to capture in fantastic settings. That's just the vibe. I want to capture people, beautiful, ethereal people that I see on air every day. I'm very sure like random people like, dude, really, random Nigerians like have me head turning, and because their facial features are so interesting, and I want to draw you in an unordinary situation, you gorgeous motherfucker. That was a long rant, but I find myself in a situation where I'm like, I do not have the patience to learn anything, and my fixations don't last long enough. Okay, I do have the patience to learn anything, because all the fucking data science and Power BI that I know, like, thank God for like my fixations that last for like hours, but hours is not hours is enough to figure out everything you need for like certain phases of certain projects, like everything you have time blocked. A daily fixation of about 4 hours is enough, but like that is because you have a deadline and people wanting results over your shoulder. But you have when nobody's wanting results other than your imagination, it's really difficult to maintain a fixation. This is the reason why I like order and structure. I like structure. And I think I'm seeking that. I don't want to get like experience to the point where I don't want to get experience to the point where when an opportunity comes for structure, I'd be so used to leading in a very, what's the word, haphazard manner. Like in a manner that I structured, I led, I made the decisions for. And things, I don't want to lose my drive to do things properly. Like, yes, I do pride myself as an individual who can do a good amount without supervision, but I do enjoy like at least being the second or third or fourth data scientist, or the third or fourth data person rather than the first, at least for so early in my career. I'm basically the first, but like I'm part of a strong team of firsts, people who are all first. But we'll be fine. We'll build infrastructure. We'll decide, okay, this is what we want to do. This is how we want to build. This is the code we want to write. These are the pipelines we want to build. And this is the future. Because the thing is, I keep on thinking of all the things I'm going to buy with money instead of actually thinking of how to make the money, which is, fuck. But let me just talk about the thing I want to buy with money. I want a vintage Mercedes or a leather seat Peugeot. Let's even look at this country. I like a car that will be clean and really good quality, but nobody will be catching my eye. A really good. Oh, I want to go back into like auto repair. So first, I need a garage. Oh, I need a garage. And but I don't want it to be like connected to the house, like American houses. I would like it to be like off away, like off down the road in the streets, like covered in. Then it's going to be Peugeot with Peugeot 504 with leather seats. Oh god, I used to just love the energy of a Peugeot 504 with leather seats. But things that they're not as nice as like convertible Mercedes. Why not have both? Have like a Peugeot 504 for like daily wear, and like a convertible vintage Mercedes for like when you're not going anywhere. Like when you're going somewhere fancy. And also make it a point to move your body. Dayo, you want to be fit. You want to have healthy hips, healthy. Then you want to stretch, you want to improve flexibility, you want to eat properly, not too much and too little. You want to eat like a grown adult. You want to eat like an adult. Says the girl who literally had like 2 packs of takeout and 2 packs of chicken this evening and spent a ridiculous amount of money on Chinese food. But like, you want to be eating like reasonably healthy, and you want to have the energy to cook. Because I really like it when I just cook. Like, and I think I should be more productive when I get back from work, not just like consuming content, which is fine. But like, I think content is getting to a point where like it's just me mindlessly scrolling, and I hate that. I want to build, which is the whole point of a personal code of conduct, like getting satisfaction from building something. And I can't believe it's only 30 minutes of talking. I wonder how like I've been able to talk like 45 minutes when I first started this podcast. What was I talking about? What was I miserable about? Was it all and oohs and ahs? But I know I still haven't answered what is my current personal code of conduct. Okay, let me outline it. Don't get distracted, don't go off point. Pillar to post-human. Okay, my current personal code of conduct is just exists, unfortunately. It is to understand what is required of me and doing just above that. Understanding that I could do way above that. I'm capable of doing way more than what is required. But I find myself doing well above that, but not to my satisfaction. Because a certain level of satisfaction, in my opinion, feels like too much work, and I do not like it enough for it to do like that. And that's horrible. No, I want to have a properly outlined, beautifully structured list of things that are expected of me within my work day, and I do them. But the thing is, I'm my own boss, so I decide what is important, what is necessary. So I just, my own boss, not that I'm self-employed, I'm just in a position where I decide what the fuck is my department and how I'm going to work and create a work plan. I don't get what they go in direction. I just do things. And I just do things, and I think it's working so far, because even though like I was in particular, I was a lot of like the things, the foundation we had laid down from the beginning has really helped us get to where we are. We found stability, we found a rhythm as to, okay, knowing where everything is, what could the business possibly want. And I think I'm so glad that within 1 year I know where everything is, and I understand, okay, what could the business possibly want. So it's like I'm no longer bothered, okay, I need to know this. Like I understand core aspects of, well, profitability of the business, and which is something. Another thing is that I need to understand core aspects of the technical aspect of the business, not the IT. IT is not core business, even though they do a lot of like technical, as in like investment and management. And I think understanding how the markets properly work in real, like I understand the profitability aspect and the client relationships and all those things, and how to, like, what's the metrics that people who want money are interested in. But I don't fully understand how this money is made for us and our clients. So I understand like the mechanics and relationship between our clients and us, and how we're going to, and what the people who invested their money in are interested in, both clients and the owners of the business. But I don't understand like the core financial markets, the movements, the kind of things. I am a data scientist in finance, in case you haven't figured that out. I'm still learning that, like how bonds work and all these things. That's like I feel I left my bond. I feel I don't have a particular. I need a project that has like monetary value attached to it, so I can have a clear. I don't want it to just be like one random cargo thing, because especially now that even though I have been doing simpler projects, they have been projects that had like, okay, purpose in mind, something to track, metrics to follow, relationships to measure, campaigns to monitor. It's important that I find out that, okay, how can I. So I need a goal. It can't just be like, as much as I love math for the sake of math, it cannot be math for the sake of math. Has to. Oh God, I need to go back to that Stanford Coursera course thingy. MATLAB, fuck. Anyway, it has been a personal code of conduct. Wait. I haven't mentioned, and I know I mentioned my personal code of conduct currently is living, but I've mentioned one thing is understanding what is required of me, then doing well above it, but not to my own expectation, which is unfortunate. And one checklist that I sometimes finish, that I always complete 75% of. I always complete 75% of my checklist on a regular basis, but like the fuck. And running home, being in traffic, consuming content, and once in a while able to zone my brain out and work out, which is something I think I need to start doing more. Make sure my headphones are charged when I get home, just listen to music and move my body, and decide, okay, a particular set of movements. Like the thing is, I no longer even have the patience to just watch somebody and follow their movement for 30 seconds or 40 seconds or 50 seconds. That's why I'm like, I think I should seriously go back to the gym. I get a gym membership, Dayo. Oh well. Thanks for listening to me ramble. Oh well, it has been a personal code of conduct. Have a productive day. I listened to too much before. This is turning into rants. Not a productive day, a productive week. Goodbye.